कौन confused है?
Hi guys, we are live. I hope you can hear us clearly. Please type in the chat box if you can hear us clearly. Can you hear us?
So let's start, Abhishek. I think people can
Okay,
hear us,
sure,
I
sure.
believe. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So, so guys, welcome to another
okay,
fantastic
okay.
live session, guys. And
Yeah, I think
today
they
we
can
will be
hear us.
talking about the hot topic. Everybody is chasing this Black Friday deal, and we are also really interested. Just to begin, 3 months ago we had done one video on Accor signature plan. The link for the same I've been put in the description. You can watch the entire review what we had done. And today we will be talking about this deal and how you can maximize this deal with some strategies what we will share. So let's start with our presentation. Abhishek, can you share that?
Yeah, I'll add that. Yes. So here we go.
Yeah. So guys, as you know, Black Friday deal is around and this is applicable till 3rd December. And the good part about this Black Friday deal that you get 30% discount on the plan. There are monthly plans, quarterly plans, annual plan. What we have taken as an example in entire our presentation, the annual plan where we see the maximum benefit for everyone. Now, as you can see on my screen on the left hand side, we have built a cost. What is the cost of this plan coming to everyone? As you can see on screen, the cost of Brazil annual plan, which is an absolute plan, the cost is 7,800 Brazilian real. This is a Brazilian currency. There is a 30% discount. For that discount, you have to use the coupon code Black Friday, and this is applicable for new users. So final cost becomes somewhere around 5,450 Brazilian real. As you look at the rate of Brazilian real to INR, it's somewhere around 16.7 rupee, which basically means this 5,500 Brazilian real membership will cost you around 91,000 rupees. Now let's get into some aspect of the plan, what you get with 91,000. Abhishek, just can you click once?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on my right hand side, you see this is a snapshot of a Brazil plan, and the absolute one is highlighted. As part of absolute plan, what you get while paying 91,000 rupees? First thing, you get monthly reward points. Basically, you get 5,000 Accor points every month, and you will get this for next 12 months, which basically means you get 60,000 Accor points. This is the first thing. Second thing, what you get is a bonus points, which is accrued every 4 months. So in an entire year, you will get thrice, so that 15,000 points you will get as bonus. So if you add monthly plus this 4 months ka bonus, both put together, you get 75,000 bonus points. Anybody does the math, it's a no brainer because the value of one Accor points is 2 rupees. But we will understand with which card it can become much better, the entire plan. And please note this is applicable till 3rd December. So if someone is thinking of buying Accor points at a cheap rate, this is the best way. Abhishek, next slide.
Yeah.
Now, after looking at the cost and the points what we are getting, we saw 91,000 is the base cost what we are getting of the plan, and we are getting 75,000 Accor points. 75,000 Accor points. Now, what we have taken, what card strategy you should follow? There are 4 examples on our screen. The first one is the Atlas. Second is the Magnus Burgundy. The people who are on AEP, for them specifically. The third one is everybody's favorite in these days, HSBC Travel One. The fourth one is HDFC Infinia DCB, the card, if someone is holding HDFC cards. Now, from the first part, we saw the final cost is 91,200. On this card, you are charged Forex also. And depending upon the card, what you have, the Forex can vary. As for example, in case of Atlas, the Forex charge is 3.5% plus GST. If you go to Magnus, it's 2 plus GST. In case of Infinia, you see 2% plus GST, but you get 1% back in case of a GBP. And in case of Travel One, due to currently offer running on their Forex, only the GST portion you have to pay on that Forex part, which is very negligible. So the cost can range from 92,000 to 95,000 depending upon the card what you take. Now, all these 4 examples, we have put reward points. In case of Atlas, since you are using on Accor platform, you get points basis the hotels. So for hotels, you get 5 edge miles on every 100 rupees spent. Okay. And in case of Magnus Burgundy, if someone is already on AEP, they get 35 ER on 200 rupees spent. Travel One, you get as a travel category, four reward points, and in case of Infinia, you get 5 reward points on 150 rupees. So we have calculated reward points on spending that money. Now the interesting part becomes in case of Atlas and Magnus Burgundy. In case of Atlas, someone who has not completed their quota to Accor, like someone like me who has not completed the quota, if I swipe my Atlas during this transaction and during this offer, I'll get 4,560 edge miles, and when I transfer to Accor, I get 9,000 points. Okay, so with 75,000 is the original points what I get, and with swiping Atlas, I get 9,000 additional. So total points I get out of this entire transaction only for Accor is 84,000 points. Simply, who does the math of the cost currently around 95,000, the points what you're getting is 84,000 for Atlas. The value per point becomes 1 rupee point 13 paisa. 1 rupee 13 paisa you get for 1 point. The current value of the point is 2 rupees, which basically means you are getting one Accor point at 44% discount in case of Atlas. And if we apply the same math, what we seen in case of Atlas to Magnus Burgundy or Travel One or Infinia, this per point value can be as low as 1 rupee 6 paisa in case of Magnus Burgundy due to accelerated reward points, whereas it can be as high as 1 rupee 20 paisa in case of Infinia. So your discount, what you can get in entire process can be as low as 40% and it can be as high as 47%. So here the biggest thing what we are trying to do, whatever you're spending on purchasing this membership, the reward rate what you're earning is getting transferred to Accor. This is the ratio fixed for the Accor. As in case of Atlas Miles, you get 1:2 ratio. As in case of Magnus Burgundy, it is 5:4 ratio. In case of Travel One, it is 1:1 ratio. And in Infinia, it's 2:1. So we have kept parity across all cards and across all ratios so that you get value of from the Accor point of view. And to be honest with you guys, this is a fantastic proposition what I see in terms of someone who's looking to buy Accor, who's planning their trip in Accor hotels next year, maybe Europe or Asia Pacific region like Japan, Australia, New Zealand. Now there is additional benefit what you get with Accor signature plan. Okay. Obviously, we have done a detailed video. You can watch out that detailed video. The link is also put in the description. But one benefit what you get is you get every month 1,000 status points. So by end of but this gets reset at the 31st December. So if someone is buying in the month of December this plan, he will get 11,000 status points next year, and he can think of chasing to platinum because for platinum you need 14,000 status points. So one can plan platinum status next year, which will be valid for 2 years. So this is a way one can plan a core signature for buying points at lower cost and chasing platinum status. Now we come to the most interesting part, what you will hear just on our platform. Abhishek, why don't you share this?
Yeah, so while we were thinking about the Accor signature plan, we also encountered this special strategy, special offer by Axis Bank, and so this is more applicable for the people who are holding Atlas card or who are holding Magnus Burgundy or any other Axis card, and they want to avail the benefit here. So there's an offer being run right now by Axis Bank for the next 2.5 months, from 17th of November till end of January. What the offer says is that all cards are eligible, and you have to register first for this offer by sending an SMS missed call, doing a missed call to the number which is there on the page, which is 915-297-2125. Once you do that, you get registered for this offer. Now, what does the offer say? For each month, if you are spending between 1 lakh to 2 lakh, you get 2,500 rupees Make My Trip voucher. If you spend between 2 lakh to 4 lakh, you get 6,000 rupees Make My Trip voucher. And if you spend 4 lakh rupees plus, you get 18,000 rupees Make My Trip voucher. Now, assuming somebody is able to spend 4 lakh rupees plus, it's almost 4.5% additional over and above what you are already getting from your credit card points. This number is not accounted for when you look at the returns that we have talked about for Atlas or Magnus Burgundy. Also, there's a bonus offer. So let's say if you're actually traveling abroad during this time and you are able to spend on local shops or POS machines, you would on completing 3 such transactions, you will actually get 2,000 rupees every month. So basically, if you are able to travel all 3 months and you are able to spend more than 4 lakh rupees each month, then you would not only be getting 18,000 into 3 plus 2,000 into 3. So that's almost 80,000 rupees worth of Make My Trip voucher. While the Axis Bank has not specified which particular vouchers these would be, but we are assuming these would be general purpose vouchers. Otherwise, that would not come out to be too much value, and they would be specifying if it's a hotel voucher or a holiday voucher specifically. So that's a fantastic proposition, and this is anyways over and above. All you have to do is that you have to register. So let's say if you are on AP in December, and you want to not do it, let's say for 3 months. So like I am planning for doing it for 1 month, and if I believe that my international spending is going to go above 4 lakh rupees, then that this would be a really fantastic offer. Even if you are not doing 4 lakh rupees, but you are doing, let's say, slightly over 1 lakh rupees, 95,000 rupees, 91,000 rupees, you will anyways pay for the Accor Plus, the Accor Signature membership. Then you only have to spend 10,000 rupees more to get a 2,500 rupees Make My Trip voucher, which you can possibly use during your December month. But there is another fantastic top up offer. So it's like a double dip for everybody who is holding and who is planning to use the Axis cards for this offer.
So not only you get
Okay.
cheap Accor points with Atlas or Magnus Burgundy, you can get free flights or hotels, which you can book through Make
Yeah.
My Trip platform.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to the viewers' queries. Rushank.
Yep.
So, guys, we had posted this question on our community, the premium members community on YouTube, and people had posted their questions. So, we had shared that we'll be coming up with this video, and we will talk about this, the core signature Brazil program, as well as a bit around the China one. So, questions have come in, and we'll be talking more about these questions as we go forward. So
Yep.
the first question comes from Sarthak. He says that if we take a core Brazil program, and we which gives you the bonus points, how do we transfer the points from one account to another? Because it says that you need to contact the customer care, and which cannot be reached out from the India number, or you have to do an ISD call. So, Sarthak, basically for this, you actually have a WhatsApp helpline as well. We can share that over the description in the video. But once you use that WhatsApp, you can actually reach out to the customer care over WhatsApp, and you don't need to do a call. And only after 4 months have passed of this membership, the first 4 months, your account becomes enabled for the transfer of points from one account to another account. And I think you can do up to 15 accounts in a year. So that's more than sufficient if you want to move your points.
Yeah. And there is another way you
So
can send email also,
yeah,
accord.signature@accord.com website. You can send email to that to this ID saying that this is my membership number and this much points I want to transfer to another member and the membership number of that person. This is also another way which you can explore. So this you can try,
yeah.
Sarthak.
Yes. So the next question, Rushank, comes from Omkar. Omkar wanted to understand that with the platinum tier, though it's very explicitly mentioned in the China program that you get breakfast complimentary in Asia Pacific region, but that's not mentioned here. But so is the breakfast complimentary if you get the platinum tier via the signature membership as well? Now, the answer for this is simply yes, because the platinum tier, regardless whether you achieve it via your nights or your Accor Plus program or your China program or the platinum from your signature program, is the same. So you will get access to a breakfast, complimentary breakfast in Asia Pacific region that excludes the Middle East. That's very clear. You will not get the complimentary breakfast in other regions of the world as well as the Middle East. And for that you won't need to get a diamond tier, but in other regions, yeah, the diamond tier only gets you breakfast on the weekends and not on the weekdays.
Yeah.
So there is no confusion, Omkar. I think they have just missed mentioning the benefit of the platinum tier here.
Yeah.
And let's go to next question then. Amrish says that I have 51 nights with gold status after purchasing a Core Plus. I'm traveling a lot last next year. Does it make sense to buy the Brazil plan and China plan both? So, Rushan, you want to cover this one?
Yeah. So Amrish, one thing where you're doing this 20 nights, it's all in 20 nights in Accor. If your answer is yes, look at the which countries you're doing. Because if you're looking only from the status point of view, that for example, platinum. That will be very good if you get platinum status and you are in and around Asia Pacific region, as I explained, either Australia, New Zealand. If you're Japan, where if you're traveling, Accor platinum status will be super helpful. But if you're traveling to Europe and all, Accor platinum will have some value, but not great value as you will get in Asia Pacific. So first thing you have to see that. Second thing, Accor Brazil will not help you to achieve platinum status entirely next year. It will happen only in the month of October next year. So if someone takes in December, the December will be there. He or she will get 1,000 status points credit first, and every month you will get 1,000 credit. So the entire 11-12,000 will happen by next year. In between, also you will have to do a revenue spent. Approximately for 2,000 status point, you will have to spend somewhere around 1 lakh rupee, 1 or 1.5 lakh rupees. So you will have to have a dual approach towards platinum status in terms of a revenue part, taking only Brazil part. Now, a lot of people have questioned whether stacking is possible with Accor China or not. So let me be very clear with everyone. As per the new TNC, what Accor has published, stacking is allowed only till 30 nights. Okay, if you have base nights and like 5 or 10, and you take China program, you can max it out to 30, or even with Accor plus India, you can get 30. But the thing is, what is happening currently? There is no check. So a lot of people who are taking Accor plus China membership, they are able to stack 60 nights also and are able to reach platinum. Now here's a caveat. I don't know how long this will work. Okay, this is working in 2025. Maybe Accor is allowing this, but when you come to 1st Jan 2026, there may be a chance that that is not valid, because Accor may say we have already fixed it, and that was something applicable till 2025, and 2026 onwards it is not applicable. So if someone wants to take a chance of taking Accor Platinum membership through Accor China membership, they can try and be ready. If it gets revoked in Jan, they shouldn't feel bad about it. So these are two ways you can think of it. If you want to go a safe approach, then the one I said, take Brazil, but it will happen only at the end of next year. So during the year, it will not be helpful. So you can think accordingly, Amrish, what you want to do.
Alternatively, you can do 9 nights this year itself
Yeah,
at some cheap hotel, which maybe, let's say, 2-3 thousand rupees. You can do an ibis, and then instead of spending any money the next year or waiting for your platinum status, because you want to do that trip, you will be maybe 27-30 thousand rupees. You will be done with 60 nights this year itself. I have done this personally a few years back, so this can completely be done. Also, the fact that China, the China program, you really never know that Accor may actually revoke even after you get accorded the platinum status. So that's a big if that you really want to tackle this, and it might just be an IT bug right now, but later you might repent that you have taken the China plan and you have not even got the platinum status. Okay, Rushank, so the next question is from our user NY2NL. Okay, so assuming a transatlantic person, but yeah, he's asking whether you will be whether you will be taking it or not. So, what is your answer, Rushank?
definitely. I'll be taking it. In fact, I'll be taking in my wife's name also. It's a very good way to accumulate Accor points at a cheaper rate. Only provided if you have plans to burn them in Accor properties. Let me make myself very clear. It's not that we are advocating everybody to take it. I have some plans where I'll be making my use of Accor points. Hence, I'm taking it. Second way, as Abhishek explained, there's a fantastic offer on the Access Forex card. So taking on one card, two membership also helps me to achieve that higher value of the spends, and which can help me achieve those vouchers. And third and most important thing I want to tell, take it in the month of December rather than chasing in November, because Axis ka offer is for 30 days. If you look at it, the way they are structured, and even November is almost gone. Why don't take the benefit of the December month ka full 30 days and chase a larger target? And also one more thing, platinum status का भी chances next year ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, because you will have 1,000 status points additional when you compare if taking in November versus December. What about you, Abhishek? What is your plan on this?
Yes, so this was my original strategy too. So I will take two in two accounts. And the same reason, because I'm getting discounted price on the points, even though I have sufficient points. But yeah, I believe that this is a good way to accumulate points, Accor points. Also, again, since I would be doing AEP on Magnus Burgundy in December, November has been very light for me. No expenses on the Burgundy, so I don't want to move into that complication. I'll do it on the first. The offer is still third. We have heard till from last year that sometimes Accor Brazil revokes the offer slightly a couple of days ahead. So
Yeah.
that is a risk that I am carrying because I have plenty of points already. So it's no
Yeah.
hurry that I am in that I would want to have these points. I have far more many more points that I can use. But yeah, if I want to take it, I will take it in December. Again, I'll try to maximize with the Make My Trip offer that Access is also offering.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the next question. Omkar has another question. He says that he's planning a trip to Singapore in January, but with China program, should I change it to Hong Kong? Will vouchers work and smooth access to and how to apply those? Rushank, you I heard you had an answer for this.
Yeah, Abhishek. So Omkar, China and Hong Kong, they are two separate uh, territories, I'll say, from Accor point of view. So Accor China is applicable only to mainland China. It is not applicable to Hong Kong. And Hong Kong become parts of India Accor plus China program. So someone who has taken Accor plus India plan, they will have access to BOGO nights. Those BOGO nights can be used in Hong Kong. Okay. So basically, you can use whatever features you have from Accor plus India in Hong Kong. In terms of your BOGO nights, the discounts, what you can get. But the China wala vouchers, what you're thinking to use in Hong Kong will not work because simply because the both the programs are separate. The way we have defined it. So Accor China is restricted to mainland China only, not to Hong Kong. So if you're planning to use your coupons, use your India Accor Plus program instead of China.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. So let's move to the next question from Bindi. Bindi says, please write in notes as it's easy to understand. Also give separate example for credit card. Bindi, we have taken your feedback and we have added that in the main video itself, right? And we have also talked about taking this in December versus November. Yeah, I think this is there, and she wants a link as well for the Accor signature membership in the video. So I think link is already there, but we will anyways post it, Bindi, after the live session.
Yeah, Bindi, you can actually
Okay,
take from Accor Brazil video also. In that also, there's a link.
video also, yeah, yeah. And Omkar has one more question. He's on a fiery mode. So he says that with China program, the platinum lasts till December 26. However, in case tier 2026, my stays are limited to 14 nights only and no Accor Plus renewal. Does that mean tier downgrade to gold from platinum to to gold or to silver? So if you are right, let's say if you become platinum right now in the end of the year, you will remain platinum for 12 months if you don't renew your Accor Plus. If you renew your Accor Plus, you will remain platinum for 2 years. If you are downgraded, you will not be downgraded to silver, you will be downgraded to gold. So there is what you call a smoother way of doing a soft landing kind of a method that Accor also does, very similar to what Marriott does. So you will not become silver directly, but you will become gold even if you are doing 0 nights next year. So this has happened to me because I did only 2 or 3 nights in Accor till September, and most of the Accor nights have happened after that. So I was downgraded from platinum to gold, and right now I'm a gold as well, even though I have renewed my Accor Plus. So that's the answer, Omkar. And I think next question is on the stackability from Omkar again. He has 40 nights and is planning to do a 7 night international trip in January and 7 domestic. Yeah, I think is it worth buying for platinum tier? Simple answer is how many people are traveling, which countries you are traveling. As Rushank has mentioned, some of the more expensive countries like Australia, New Zealand, Japan, maybe Taiwan, and some the Pacific Islands are more expensive. Southeast Asia, etc., the breakfast is much cheaper. Also, if you are traveling alone, it might just cost you $10 to $15 extra equivalent. If you are traveling with family, kids, etc., then obviously it can be as high as $70, $80 or $100 sometimes for 4 people. Also, sometimes you get amenities which or access to the lounge, which will also help you in filling up your stomach in the evening. So that all adds up. So if you are traveling with family or more than one people person, then obviously it is more valuable. But that's the match that you have to decide whether spending on Accor China 30,000 rupees makes more sense, or whether it is that you might just go ahead and pay for your food bills directly at the hotel. Okay, Rajkumar says, I would love to buy. Great, Rajkumar, you should go ahead and buy in December, as we suggest. And then Anag says, buying Accor China on January 1st. Uh, Instead, asking with Accor Plus. Okay. Just a month is waiting will result in platinum for 2 years till 2027. Think it will be stackable. China one, I really don't know when the IT systems will be refreshed, and then you remain under the risk whether it is there or not. I would rather go ahead and do it now if you really think that it remains stackable. Uh, so any plan if you take in January, you will not have the discount. I think there was one more question somebody pinged me on WhatsApp that what is the benefit taking now versus January. Simple answer is that the saving that you are making from 7,800 real to 5,100 real, that difference of 2,600 real is what you save. If 2,600 real into 26 is somewhere like what 40,000, 45, 50,000 rupees. If you are able to save that much money, it's good. Otherwise, you will have to pay the full price. Normally, I see that the Brazil program runs on an 8 to 10% discount across the year. So the difference might only be slightly smaller. Okay, Deep says, if I had taken the Accor signature, then if I renew my Accor Explorer, will I get 30 nights? Yes, you will get. These are separate programs. So Accor Plus will accord you nights, and Accor signature will give you the status points and not the nights. So these are different programs. Therefore, stackability still remains, unlike the China one. Okay. Gurpal says, planning a trip to Europe. Already have 2.5 lakh points in Atlas Horizon due to transfer next month. Not sure whether the Brazil membership will help, as I believe we only get status points but not platinum status. Please help on a, as very keen on platinum status. Also, if I buy Brazil membership, should I buy on 1st December versus now? Presently, I have a basic silver membership which I got from Amex. Can the Brazil or China help me stack, or India not allowing? So you are in a very sticky situation because of that Amex card, which is
Yeah.
a terrible set of membership that they offer. What I would suggest is you use another new ID and a phone number to buy another Accor Plus membership uh, today or tomorrow itself, because there is an offer running for 2,000 extra points, and you can reach out to us and we can share the agent's number. Uh, you will get 30 nights immediately. These 30 nights will lapse on 31st December. If you believe that China membership right now it is stackable, and if you believe that that will help, then that's good. And you can go ahead and buy the China membership to get 60 nights. But also, the other more adventurous one is you talk to an ibis, say I want to book the whole month of December, and you book from 1st till 30th, and you do a mattress run. You might get a discounted price, so it will be like another 90,000 rupees that you will have to shell out of your pocket. But you will become a platinum, which you are very keen to become within this year. That's the or better, more suitable route that I would suggest for at this point of time. Okay, and you can use your 2.5 lakh Accor points, right? So if you are paying, let's say, 2,500 rupees a night, that's like 1250 Accor points a day. So 30 nights, it will not go as cash from your pocket, but as Accor point. You will not get status points, but you will get the nights. Finally, Tarun says he wants to take a fresh membership for spouse. He has got Accor Gold. I believe that Tarun, you have already bought the membership now today, the Accor Plus Signature program, the Accor Signature program. Therefore, until you have a firm plan to stay in Asia Pacific region in the next few months, I would not suggest you to buy the Accor Plus because it's now a BOGO night. So I would suggest that once your plans are firmed up, then you go ahead and buy the second membership. Okay, after that rapid fire, Rushank, we can actually go back to the main
Q&A.
set of questions. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
O- Okay, let me just scroll back up. Yeah. Okay. Guys, if you still have any Accor Plus questions or Accor Signature or Accor China questions, feel free to put them on the main chat as well. We'll try to address. So we have the first question from Sunny. He says, any airline or hotel program that allows clubbing of reward point for me and my spouse? Yes, there are plenty of them, including our own Air India, including British Airways household program. You have Qatar Airlines. You also have Turkish if you are holding some status. And then you have JAL, Japan Airlines, which allows you, but you have to pay 1,000 points for connecting each family member. So these are some of the programs which are there. Air Canada is also there. I don't know if they have disabled or enabled now. It was there, then people were misusing, so they had disabled. But if they have brought it back, then I think it's good. Also, United, you might not be able to club, but you can book for anybody anytime. So you can split your bookings between yourself, and your spouse, and you can still do those bookings. Okay. Okay. The next question is from Nivetan. Any tips for education payment via Magnus Burgundy? They only give bank accounts and not a payment link. I uh, I don't think if it's a bank account, maybe if let's say whoever is studying, if they have any sort of what do you call uh, fintech tool in that country, let's say the US, where you can actually transfer like a what Revolut or Wise or these kind of products, where they can transfer using a credit card. So you might not be able to use it from an India card gateway, because
Yeah,
it is all tagged as wallet these days.
yeah.
But you, even if it is a US tool, I would suggest that you first try to do a small dummy transaction before you actually make a payment.
Also, why don't you check with the university whether they can give a payment link to pay via credit card? Maybe they can charge certain additional amount, but there might be some provision. So, as Abhishek said, if it's US, then it is highly likely that you can get a payment link. Maybe for whom you're paying this, the education fees, if I remember correctly, I think it was your brother-in-law. Ask if he can get it the link from the university and try doing that.
Yeah. No, Nivetan, you did not miss any member special live. So we'll have one soon, but and we'll announce that in the private members group. So, guys, who are our public members, this is regarding the private Zoom calls that we do, especially with our premium members, where they reach out to us on special queries, and we do special sessions for them, just in case. Okay, Devansh is here. Hi, Devansh.
Hello, Devansh.
Uh, don't think this is of just sorry. This is of buying just a core point, but legit ways of Avios and Qantas too. Yes, so yeah, you have touched a very nice point, but the ratios are bad actually. That's the problem. So uh, you can buy if you're buying at 1.06 rupees, let's say Magnus Burgundy, you're also getting you can transfer to Qatar Air at 1:1. So that's a good ratio. So you are buying Avios at 1.06 rupees, slightly overvalued, but yeah. Qantas you get 1:1.25, so basically you can actually get at around 80 paisa or so, 82 paisa per Qantas mile if you transfer from Accor to Qantas. So that's another route. But yeah, normally I never suggest that you transfer from a hotel chain to an airline unless it's a very unique airline, let's say American Airlines or ANA or some other ones, which you can normally do from likes of Marriott, even though the ratio there is really bad. I think this question has come. Gurpal, I hope you attended the first part where we addressed your question on the same question. So I hope that's already addressed. Uh, okay, Indian Emporium says, brother, video on SBI Chris Flyer. We had already done a video, Rushank, right? We had
Yeah.
done a video long time back.
Yes, yes. What I'll
So
do,
you have to
I'll
just
put the
search
link.
in the channel. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You
I'll
put the
put the
link as
link in
well.
the chat.
Yeah, okay. Tanveer says, hi guys, what's your view on the Emirates Silver status that is default with Emirates Emerald and Gold with 15 lakh spent? Heard free upgrades are provided for short leg many times. Tanveer, yes, they are free to provide upgrades. That's something that it's like getting hotel upgrades as well. But you are always at the mercy of the what do you call check-in staff or the stewardess. It's not a given. And more than silver, there are far too many platinums, especially if people are traveling from Dubai and onwards. So just don't. If you like getting upgraded to a business class for a 2.5 hour, 3 hour flight, then you can try your luck. It's not a very expensive card, so you can also take that. But I would prefer to have an upgrade for a long haul flight rather than a short haul flight. So
Yeah.
and at least for Emirates, I can tell lot of aircrafts which are flying to India. Some of them are very vintage business class seats because in my recent travel when I was traveling, even the first class plane aircraft which was traveling from India to Dubai was though it was good, but yeah, these were older set of aircrafts, and the business class seats were nothing extraordinary. Actually, the Qatar and the Etihad Airlines business class seats, even from the India section to the Middle East, were far better than what Emirates had. Maybe because these planes were slightly dated. The best planes are A380s for Emirates, which are flying on a very different route. So that's the problem. Okay, next question. Okay, your overall view on the Emirates program with no card partners and only via Marriott. Uh, you have the card partner, right? ICICI is there, still there, and I don't know. Amex is still doing it in some countries like the UK, which I am aware. They have withdrawn from India. So if you are hell bent on traveling via Emirates, it's great. Otherwise, I think, as I said, Qatar and Etihad are very good options as well because the luxury that you get on those aircrafts is also unparalleled. And Etihad also has the benefit, especially if you're traveling to the US, you can do a pre immigration at Abu Dhabi itself. That's another benefit. And Qatar, that suites, Q suites is again another very award winning product. So it can be a good option. And you have plenty of partners for both these airlines. Okay. Sanjana says, is it a good idea to use EPM for a core plus a core membership? Rushank, did you do that analysis?
It should be same only the way it is in for
Like,
Infinia, Sanjana.
correct.
So I don't think so. It will be like a very big difference the way I see because the reward rate is same in case of Infinia and EPM. The only thing is the forex will be different because you get the benefit of GVP, the forex program what they have, whereas in EPM you won't. But again, better to use HDFC cards over EPM if you want to transfer your points to the airlines or hotel program, and if you have both the cards over EPM, I'll say. But if you are
अभी
looking
किसी
at
किसी के
watching,
पास है नहीं फिर क्या करेगा?
हाँ वही उस पे ही आ रहा था. So basic फंडा ही you go with EPM and use it for this because एक important चीज है so you get milestone benefit with EPM at every level, and if you are in and around that or around annual milestone, that can also be helped. So it's a good idea to answer to you, Sanjana.
So yeah, I think जो last column है ना, HSBC Premier, HSB, yeah, ICICI EPM and Infinia all fall in the same bucket, 0.5% here,
Yeah,
0.5% there, right?
yeah,
Eventually, baseline is 40% discount. I think that is the biggest bucket. तो बाकी सिर्फ 2-3% इधर उधर सब होगा, एंड इट विल नॉट मेक टू मच ऑफ अ डिफरेंस. Okay, Basudev says how to get a Kiwi card as I'm already holding a Federal Bank credit card.
Difficult है यार. वो if you already existing holder, they will not issue. That's the problem with Kiwi. So either you'll have to surrender, either or, and then you go apply after a few months. That's the only way, Basudev. So wait for some time,
हाँ
surrender
ये
one card, and then apply.
I applied for via when I did not have a federal, but they did not have a partnership. They had it with Yes Bank only. I remember they rejected outright. They said भागो यहाँ से. So I don't know why they do this, but they don't allow.
Maybe some kind of agreement with the bank. Competitive now, sir.
Okay, हाँ data का हो सकता है ना. They don't want the bank to use the data to acquire their own customers. Maybe that's the reason. Okay. Any good hack to book Emirates business class Qantas points redemption? If you could share a couple of them from Bangalore. यार बताना देखना पड़ेगा. यानी honestly एकदम ऐसे offhand it's not there. And I also heard that they have stopped some of these bookings or they have increased the rate so much that does not become that lucrative. I think one easier way which I did was that if you I did it for first class, but yeah, you buy economy flex tickets and you get an upgrade to business class because those are upgradable to business class, and you use Marriott points to transfer from economy to business. I did that for I had booked business flex, and then I had upgraded to first class using that route. So same route works. I think certainty is also much higher, obviously, and let's say if you get that upgrade, sorry, ICICI card, then that can be like value added benefit. You might get it for free also, but that's up to a chance. And if you're flying too often via Emirates, then they might actually give it to you.
बीच में रोक नहीं दिया था कॉन्टास को एमिरेट्स ने, if I remember correctly, कुछ
हाँ
तो
मुझे
हुआ.
भी मुझे भी ऐसे ही सुनने में आया था because I never used that route. I didn't have any Qantas points left after Iceland, so or they had increased the points so much that it wasn't lucrative.
That is next to impossible to use them.
Yeah. Okay, any hack to sign up for Intermiles? अरे भाई क्यों लेना है Intermiles? इतना क्या करोगे?
आ जाओ बाहर आ जाओ, जाने दो इंटरमाइल्स को.
हाँ, एयरलाइन बंद हो गई. 10 साल हो जाएंगे, 2-3 साल में तो एयरलाइंस को बंद होगी. Okay, Suhas says, do you think IDFC are likely to bring partners?
Not likely यार, लग नहीं रहा है, honestly नहीं लग रहा है. एकदम ठंडा.
लाना होगा तो ले आते हैं.
बेचारे ने बड़े धूमधाम से आईडीएफसी मयूरा लॉन्च किया, बोला कि हम कुछ मस्त रिवॉर्ड मल्टीप्लायर लेके आ रहे हैं विच विल बी बेटर देन एनी अदर कार्ड इन द इंडस्ट्री, एंड 3 महीने में पूरा रायता फैला दिया एचएसबीसी ने ट्रैवल वन के साथ लाके जो मल्टीप्लायर है. So I think wait for some time. IDFC should do something in and around the credit card offering. Possibly they can come, but again, chances look, at least to me, remote. Hoping
I heard
I'll
that
be
they're
wrong.
bringing some new card, diamond or something, private diamond, some sort of that card. But partners, I don't think, यार, because ICICI भी नहीं लेकर आया ना. See, the advantage of having a captive portal is they make a lot of revenue from there as well, because hotels specifically have a lot of margin, so they can recoup some of the cost uh, from those points. So that's why they might not just want to bring out, and they will say मैं तो 1 रुपए की value दे रहा हूँ, तो वो ले लो. Okay, then we have Devansh again. I have thought to create a new ID and get this membership on that ID, get 11k points in November, plus 1.2 lakh revenue, spend Fora Hera 1+1, gave me platinum status till 2027. Yes, you can do all these maneuvers. I think the thing is, how much do you want to chase platinum? यानी platinum आ जाएगा फिर करोगे क्या? तो पहले if वो सोच लो, उसके बाद platinum लेना.
Yeah.
मुझे भी बहुत
Exactly. I
बार
think
मन
the
किया यार तो
biggest problem that people are thinking like हम ले लेंगे platinum. Platinum has to have some purpose. मतलब just because you're traveling to Europe or any other part, एक तो platinum की उतनी value भी नहीं निकलेगी यूरोप के अंदर जितनी आपको एशिया पैक्स में निकलेगी. And if you're traveling with family, kids, that time it makes sense. So your intention is only to take like cheaper Accor points. I understand you go with Accor Brazil, low bindas. Even I'm doing that. Abhishek is doing that. Many people are doing that. You follow. But अगर platinum का game खेलना है, then you have to plan it and think what is the purpose of spending that money to get the best benefit. ठीक है? So वो बहुत important है. Just no point in chasing. And Devansh, I think I would like to understand from you why you want to chase platinum. थोड़ा share thoughts करना because I understand you'd like to travel solo. So, how does platinum will help you? I want to also
वो
understand that part.
वो ये तो बोलेगा नहीं तुम अकेले जा रहे हो तो तुम ब्रेकफास्ट लंच डिनर तीनों खा लो इधर हमारे पास फ्री में. नहीं अच्छा आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग मुझे नहीं पता मैंने कभी टेस्ट नहीं करा मालदीव्स में लेट अस से यू बिकम प्लैटिनम वो एशिया पैसिफिक में काउंट होता है तो फ्री ब्रेकफास्ट मिलेगा क्या मिलना चाहिए ना अगर वो
Ideally,
मिलता
तो
है
yes,
तो
because
कैन यू
Asia Pacific में आता है Maldives.
हाँ
Yes.
कैन यू बुक विदाउट ब्रेकफास्ट इन दोस होटल्स इन दोस रिजॉर्ट्स आई हैव नेवर बुक्ड
But
सो आई एम
problem
आस्किंग
what
यू
I'll tell you with Maldives, no, Abhishek, food is super expensive. So it is always good to
करेक्ट
take a half board, full board, or whatever. If you want to all inclusive plan with alcohol, that becomes cheaper comparatively for 4 5 nights. So
हाँ तो
the
अच्छा तो
way,
लोग लेंगे ही नहीं ना लेंगे ही नहीं वो स्ट्रक्चर ही उन्होंने ऐसे करा होगा पीपल विल नॉट बाय इट
correct.
एंड देयरफॉर
Yeah,
ब्रेकफास्ट वो उसमें इंक्लूडेड होगा तो इसका बेनिफिट नहीं आएगा
correct.
या तुम ब्रेकफास्ट ही लेट खाओ पूरे दिन खाना मत खाओ
अरे वहां पे
फिर से
करेंगे
खा
क्या
लो
आइलैंड पे ही हो आप आइलैंड 15 मिनट में तो
करेक्ट
नाप लोगे
करेक्ट
यार
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट
आई
ओके
रिमेम्बर every 2 hours I used to eat when I went to Maldives like सुबह 10 बजे 12 बजे 2 बजे 4 बजे चालू ही रहता था खाने का क्योंकि लिया हुआ था
खाना
ना
है और
फुल
वो
बोर्ड प्लान
हाँ
फुल बोर्ड प्लान लिया हुआ था वो भी बोले करे क्या चलो जाके खा लेते हैं
Okay, next question is from Dheeraj. He says, my friend has a travel company. He directs 10, 12 lakh of business on personal CC and get lakhs of points. Been doing that 3 years for no issues. भाई देखो ऐसा है जिस दिन बुरा दिन आएगा ना उस दिन वो वहां से नहीं फ्लैग होगा
और
वो
एक बात बता
इनकम टैक्स
धीरज
से
यार
फ्लैग होगा
मेरे को एक सिंपल बात बता वो फ्लैग भी होगा तो तेरे को थोड़ी बताने वाला है यार
हाँ
लोग यूजुअली नहीं बताते व्हाट हैज
दिस इज
ओपन
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सो यानी होता है ना अच्छे दिन के बारे में सब लोग ब्रैग करते हैं कि देखो हमने ये ऑडी खरीद ली हमने यहाँ घर ले लिया एंड ऑल दैट इनकम टैक्स का नोटिस आएगा कोई नहीं जाके बताएगा कि भाई देखो मुझे नोटिस आया
तो क्या है यार
अभी दीज आर वेरी रिस्की थिंग्स नॉट ओनली फ्रॉम द बैंक एक तो बैंक पे वो टैग हो गया तो उसके बाद फंसेगा स्पेशली बिकॉज ही इज अ ट्रैवल एजेंट एंड बैंक्स दीज डेज डोंट लाइक ट्रैवल एजेंट्स सेकेंडली इनकम टैक्स में अगर वो फ्लैग हो गया तो वो दे विल आस्क हिम द क्वेश्चन एंड आई डोंट नो वेदर इट्स अ प्रोप्राइटरशिप फर्म और व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फर्म इट इज इफ इट्स अ प्रोप्राइटरशिप देन ही कैन प्रॉब्ली यूज बट बिकॉज देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ पर्सन एंड द कंपनी बट मुझे नहीं पता एंड वी शुड नॉट ऑल्सो केयर अबाउट इट जब वो फंसेगा तो वो उसकी प्रॉब्लम है राइट सो जस्ट डोंट केयर अबाउट इट बट आई वुड सजेस्ट नोबडी टू डू दिस ऑल दीस काइंड ऑफ shenanigans because वो that can be really bad for you if something happens
And एक और चीज है यार धीरज if someone who has an income of more than 2 CR no probably he would have definitely have a good CA and CA would be also guiding him what to do what not to do ठीक है there may be certain reason जैसे अभिषेक ने बोला proprietorship होगी then it can be legit way to show the spends ठीक है उसमें PAN is same बट अगर उसका खुद का बिजनेस है तो प्राइवेट एक कंपनी है प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी देन इट बिकम्स अ ट्रिकी पार्ट क्योंकि वो 2 करोड़ तो बिजनेस की इनकम हो गई ना उसकी इनकम नहीं हो गई है देन इट विल रेज अ बिग
yeah
suspicion and someone who is making good amount of money in business will not spend on personal card like this for sure and I'm
yeah
just coming back to your query Euro it's a travel company so I'm assuming proprietary होगा क्योंकि usually travel agents are proprietors so उसके नंबर्स में कैसे दिखाता है क्या दिखाता है यू डोंट नो सो लेट्स नॉट गेट देयर अपने पर फोकस रखते हैं अपने खर्चे पे अपने पॉइंट्स पे उस पे ज्यादा मजा आएगा
yeah देवांश एक और ट्रिक लेकर आया बोलता है वील बाय 1 month नाउ एंड 12 months इन दिसंबर ऑफर नहीं
नो
चलेगा दे
नहीं
नो
चलेगा
पीपल डू दिस they know people do this. That's why you see that the old members are not allowed to get the 30%. So that's why you can do it on one account in this month. जिसको करना है कर लो, ठीक है. दूसरे अकाउंट में you do from 1st of December. Both should be new. That's why you will get the benefit for 1 month in this month and for 12 months in the second account. एंड बाद में उनको मर्ज करा लो. आई डोंट नो, उसको मर्ज करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है बिकॉज नवंबर के पॉइंट 31 दिसंबर को एक्सपायर हो जाएंगे. दिस वर्क्स वेल समबडी हु इज एट 13,000 स्टेटस पॉइंट्स ऑलरेडी, या 12,000 स्टेटस पॉइंट्स, 2,000 मिल गए उसको, या 1,000 मिल गया, एंड देन ही बिकम्स प्लैटिनम. बट देन व्हाई डू यू वांट टू बाय इन द नेक्स्ट फॉर द नेक्स्ट a different account? You would want to maintain the platinum in the same account. So all these things will not work very well. At least यहाँ पे Accor ने they have given some thought.
No, in fact, उनके TNC में it is clearly mentioned. Like if you are a resubscriber, the discount is not applicable and all those things. So they also understand what people
Exactly
can
for the same purpose.
Yeah.
Exactly for the same purpose. I was thinking to get a monthly subscription for cheap points on new account in the family. Should I avoid and do annual membership this year and hold until next year as it's the first time discount is higher? हाँ तो अकुल इसमें बेसिकली आपको यही देखना है ना, व्हाट्स द पर्पस, व्हाई आर यू डूइंग ऑल दिस. अगर इट इज चीप पॉइंट्स ओनली देन यू कैन डू दिस. आई थिंक सम पीपल हैव डन दिस लास्ट ईयर आल्सो. 6-7 हजार के पॉइंट्स, 5 हजार के पॉइंट्स दे गॉट फॉर 2-3,000 रुपीज. यू कैन डू दैट और भूल जाओ उसके बाद.
यार मैं अकुल
अगर
मत करो यार, कर ले यार, ले रहा खुद के अकाउंट में एनुअल ले, ट्रैवल विद योर फैमिली, दैट इज द बेस्ट वे. एक महीने के लिए क्यों आई वांट टू ब्रेक योर हेड, क्रिएट अ न्यू अकाउंट, देन डू लाइक अप गो एंड अप्लाई ये वो, एंड गलती से भूल गया तो अगले महीने पूरा चार्ज हो जाएगा एक भी अकाउंट में इफ यू फॉरगेट टू कैंसिल सब्सक्रिप्शन.
एंड डोंट फॉरगेट गाइस, Accor में ना एक और है, सॉफ्ट एक्सपायरी होती है. तो इफ यू आर नॉट यूजिंग देम फॉर 12 मंथ्स देन द पॉइंट्स एक्सपायर है. और एक बार वो एक्सपायर होगा, जितने लाखों मर्जी हो पॉइंट्स, वो गए तो गए. तो just be careful about that also.
Yeah.
Okay, Aditya says, I was trying to match Accor to Qatar Gold. Does the Qatar revenue flight need to be booked directly with Qatar, or can I buy via Smart Buy? You can buy via Smart Buy because airlines do not differentiate OTA booking versus direct bookings.
But मेरे हिसाब से इसके अंदर थ्रू कतर एयरवेज का होना चाहिए. मेरे my understanding is that इनका OTA वाला अलाउ नहीं करेगा. As per the terms, my understanding is the way it is mentioned, you have to book on Qatar के website पे ही. My suggestion to you will be, Aditya, why don't you just call customer care and check once before you do booking.
और वो call record कर लेना, वो call record कर लेना. If I book via an agent, because see I had booked via an agent and मेरा बट वैसे भी हो गया था, तो मुझे उन्होंने बेनिफिट दिया नहीं था even though I was platinum. So maybe yeah. So yeah, if you are calling the customer care, just record that call just for proof purpose.
ये सब चीजें में चांस नहीं लेने का, just to be double safe ले लेने का.
करेक्ट. मनीष SHG says Biz Black FD पे मिलता है क्या? पहले तो मिल रहा था, अभी आजकल they are doing some नाटक.
नहीं भाई, सब एफडी लेके टैक्स पे करके 16.5% रिटर्न भी बना देंगे, एफडी पे 8% बना देंगे. नहीं देंगे यार.
नहीं पहले दे रहे थे.
अभी की बात कर रहा हूँ, अभी नहीं दे रहे. मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने भी ट्राई किया था बहुत, मेरे भाई के लिए मैंने बहुत ट्राई किया था, नहीं दे रहे.
Okay, Scorpion says just got Horizon as Atlas no longer available. Could not get Travel One, not in preferred city, and self-employed. Can I get upgrade to Atlas in future? भाई Atlas, if they will bring, then only you can get an upgrade ना. अगर वो बोलते हैं कि we have permanently closed the card, new applications, then you can't do anything. तो इसीलिए जब जो कार्ड आता है जिसको लेना है वो ले लो, बाद में पता नहीं मिले ना मिले, कल हो ना हो टाइप्स हो जाता है. इसलिए जब अभी वो आया था ना एड ऑन कार्ड वाला रुशांक, तो जैसे ही ग्रुप पे किसी ने डाला तो मैंने वहां चैट में जाके टाइप नहीं करा क्या होगा कैसे होगा, मैं गया ऐप के अंदर घट सारे कार्ड पे अप्लाई कर दिया. फनी थिंग इज इन एड ऑन यू कैन ओनली अप्लाई फॉर 1 person एज एन एड ऑन. टेक्निकली यू कैन अप्लाई फॉर 4 people, बट ऐप के अंदर वो जो ब्लॉक है ना जिसको आप क्लिक करके एप्लीकेशन
हाँ
डालते हो, उसकी जगह आता है योर एप्लीकेशन इज अंडर प्रोसेस, तो यू कांट अप्लाई फॉर द सेकंड पर्सन. तो बट आई गॉट माय मदर्स बर्गंडी टुडे, सो अभी एटलस उनका आया, इट हैज रिजेक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ टेक्निकल फेलियर, and Olympus is pending, so let's see when it comes.
yeah.
Okay, Rajat says applied for travel one 2 days back. Application was denied as card is not being issued for my city. Today I got a message for video KYC. Got a mail that KYC is successful. चलो अच्छी बात है ना.
अरे यार मैं
अच्छा,
I'll say something but not here in private group. I'll push something Rajat.
so
But this is
similar
funny,
thing
really
happened with
funny.
नहीं, similar thing happened with me. My wife applied for phone pay वाला card, and उन्होंने मेरा भी सिविल चेक करा. अभी तो I have to raise a complaint for that. I got a message day before yesterday कि we have denied you the card because you do not meet the criteria. ठीक है, चलो मैंने कहा ना, मैंने अप्लाई करा, तुमने एक तो सिविल चेक करा, उसके बाद मेरी एक एप्लीकेशन भी क्रिएट कर दी. गिव्स मी लॉट ऑफ मसाला टू रेज अ कंप्लेंट टू बैंकिंग ऑम्बुड्समैन. बनाया किसने है वो? So just because I have an add-on card from my spouse, you can't just do a civil check to me. Okay, Aditya says if the transfer of point gets enabled only after 4 months, does it mean that we have to take the annual plan, or can we take quarterly twice? You can take the monthly plan, pay every month, and stay for 4 months. But पांच या तो चौथे महीने के end में when it gets activated, then 5th month also you retain and you transfer all the points. Or you do quarterly and do 2 quarterlies. That is the other way. Or you do the annual one. HDFC is offering me an upgrade from Regalia to Biz Power, which is quite a useless card. I asked for Regalia Gold, and Piano said no. Any other way around this, or just continue with Regalia?
क्या
बताओ
करोगे
भाई
आप?
रुशांक.
क्या करोगे? Continue करो. Maybe you write to P&O asking what can be the ways to get it upgraded. ठीक है? If that P&O has said no, maybe ask it differently ताकि you will get an idea. Maybe you have to spend some money. Maybe you need to maintain some relationship. Is there any way कि FD रख के भी मिल जाए? Whatever. Just write that in a way that P&O or anyone from P&O's team reply to you, and maybe that can be a way forward to get Regalia Gold. बट यही लग रहा है, बाकी तो कोई तरीका नहीं है. HDFC says my card my rules. So अगर आपका क्राइटेरिया मेट होता है सब और फिर नहीं दे रहे, then you can go to RBI ombudsman for sure. But उनके हिसाब से अगर नहीं बैठ रहा है, then you ask them what can be done.
Okay. Aditya has one more question. He says, I have a core plat until 26 via China. Does it make sense to buy signature now so that platinum extends until 2027? आदित्य क्वेश्चन सिंपल था, यही है यार भाई, तुमने करना क्या है प्लैटिनम के साथ? वो प्लैटिनम की ब्रिक नहीं भेजेंगे आपके घर पे ये सब लेने के बाद. तो just decide where are you traveling, what are the benefits that you can get. When I was traveling to Europe and I was traveling solo, I was a platinum. I said, I am platinum, give me something. तो उसने कहा देखो यार अभी मेरे पास तो कुछ नहीं है, ये थोड़ा सा अच्छा रूम है, इसमें खिड़की है, बाकी रूम में खिड़की भी नहीं है, ये लेना है तो ले लो और चुप रहो. तो
यूरोप में तो
दिस कैन
एक्सपेक्ट
आल्सो
करना
हैपन.
है, कुछ एक्सपेक्ट करना ही बेकार है.
नहीं, पूछने में तो कुछ नहीं जाता ना यार, पूछना तो पड़ता
नहीं नहीं
है.
पूछो, मैंने भी बहुत ट्राई किया था जब मैंने ट्रैवल की, कुछ दे देते थे.
हाँ,
एक ने तो मेरे को अर्ली चेक इन भी डिनाई कर दिया, बोलता है वी आर फुल, यू हैव टू सिट हियर ओनली फॉर
हाँ.
1 आवर. और मेरे को उसने बराबर
हाँ,
टाइम पे चेक.
मेरे साथ भी यही हुआ था. उसने कहा नहीं 3 o'clock टाइम है, एंड ये म्यूनिक म्यूनिक में था, नहीं डसेल्डॉर्फ में था. हाँ, तो वो बोलता 3 o'clock टाइम है, यू आर एट 2:30, हम नहीं घुसाएंगे तुमको, तुम इधर ही बैठो. और मैं अभी दूसरे कस्टमर्स को देख रहा हूँ, तुम हो गए प्लेटिनम अपने घर पे, बाद में बात करेंगे.
सर यू हैव टू वेट.
बट देखो यार, बहुत मार्जिनल बेनिफिट होगा प्लैटिनम का. सो जस्ट डिसाइड वेयर आर यू गोइंग, देन यू थिंक कि मुझे एक्सटेंड करना है नहीं करना. मैरियट में ऑन द अदर साइड आई हैड वेरी डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस, स्पेशली इन यूरोप. अगर आप यू आर मैरिड प्लैटिनम, देन यू गेट दोस ब्रेकफास्ट फॉर 2 people, etc. So that is a different game. इसमें कोई फायदा नहीं है.
Yeah.
Okay, RG says wonderful effort by both of you. By the way, to the points video covering all segments. Thank you so much,
Thank
RG.
you.
RG पढ़ता ना मुझे रेड जिराफ याद आता है हमेशा. यार अब ये आजकल रिगालिया गोल्ड विच.
मैं तो राहुल गांधी बोलने वाला था.
अच्छा हाँ नहीं नहीं मैं उधर उतना नहीं सोचता पॉलिटिकल साइड पे. Any workaround to get Mastercard Magnus working for signature program? ये पहले तो
क्यों
चल
नहीं
रहा था.
चलेगा?
अभी मुझे हाँ मुझे अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा कि why are they saying it's not working. कि वो
क्यों नहीं
स्टैंडिंग
चलेगा?
इंस्ट्रक्शन वाला कुछ बोल.
कि
आई
भाई
डोंट नो.
जाके फॉरेक्स की लिमिट्स चेक कर भाई. जस्ट गो टू ट्रांजैक्शन लेवल, व्हाट इज अनेबल्ड, व्हाट इज नॉट. जस्ट गो देयर एंड सी. इट शुड वर्क यार. Why will it not
I know
work?
some people whose transactions have gone ahead and even now.
Yeah.
So it should work. Okay, Aditya says thank you so much for imparting such important information. Very very helpful. Looking forward to the Delhi meetup. भाई अब उसी की प्लानिंग चल रही है. अभी मैं वेन्यू ढूंढ रहा हूँ. बाय
So
द वे
मैंने अभिषेक
गाइस.
को बोला है
हाँ
20 लोग
हाँ.
अगर होंगे तो मैं आऊंगा, अदरवाइज मैं नहीं आऊंगा बॉम्बे से. सो नाउ इट इज अप टू यू गाइस टू मेक इट सक्सेसफुल.
I had 5 yeses that time, or 6 yeses that time. So, guys, I'll again post the poll for the Delhi meetup. So, we'll try to do in December. And if somebody is interested in volunteering, in helping and selecting venues, etc., so just let us know as well. कि भाई कौन सा सबसे popular रहेगा, whether it is in Gurgaon or Aero City, Delhi, or let's say in
So
South Delhi
I'll tell you
or
this,
where else.
Abhishek जो बोल रहे हैं ना, Aditya, we
हाँ
were just discussing where to keep a meetup in Delhi because we have Noida in one part, Gurgaon another part, and Delhi in center. So you're thinking where should we meet up because we want people coming from Noida also, Gurgaon also. तो गुड़गांव में रख लिया तो नोएडा नहीं आएंगे, नोएडा में रख लिया तो गुड़गांव वाले नहीं आएंगे, तो ऐसे भी
शायद
फंडे
नोएडा
पे.
वाला तो शायद मैं भी नहीं जाऊंगा यार. बहुत दूर हो जाए.
So वो भी चीजें थी. So yeah, but soon you
ठीक
will
है.
hear on this for sure.
हाँ नहीं, I'm already talking to venues to get at least some space. Okay, Rajat says, can we buy a Core Explorer at any property through Atlas to get 5 EM? अरे भाई इतना कहाँ. नहीं होटल में जाके बोलो कि भाई
अकॉर
आई वांट टू
प्रॉपर्टी में
बाय.
नहीं मिलेगा ये आपका.
हाँ वो
अकॉर
नहीं मिलता.
एक्सप्लोर. सो रजत, अकॉर
नहीं आई
एक्सप्लोरर
थिंक
इज
इट्स
रन
बिकॉज ऑफ द
बाय.
5 EM.
हाँ बट नहीं मिलेगा बिकॉज इट्स नॉट पार्ट ऑफ एनी होटल. इट्स पार्ट ऑफ अ अकॉर मार्केटिंग, लाइक द वे आई टेल यू स्ट्रक्चर डिफरेंटली. तो मेंबरशिप का एक अलग एंटिटी है, जो भी उनकी नाम है अकॉर मार्केटिंग उनकी है. होटल्स तो सब आर डिफरेंटली, सम आर ओन्ड, सम आर फ्रेंचाइज बेस्ड, जो भी है वैसा मॉडल है. सो ये नहीं होगा पॉसिबल. नाउ अनफॉर्चुनेटली व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू चेज गॉट प्लग. हम सब ने जिन्होंने भी पहले लिया था अपार्ट फ्रॉम गुड़गांव रीजन, बाकी सब रीजन के जो भी थे उनको सबको 5 एज माइल्स मिला था. somehow they have plugged this. I think Axis has realized, or Accor marketing has realized, something has caught that maybe Axis has picked it up saying that कुछ गलत MCC आ रहा है, तो they would have fixed it. So chances very difficult कि कोई प्रॉपर्टी के थ्रू जाके आप बाय कर लो एंड ऑल. होता तो फिर कोई भी सब प्रॉपर्टी बेचते होते ना. तो आपको कोई भी किधर भी जाते हो सबसे पहले वो ही बोर्ड दिखता, टेक मेंबरशिप, टेक मेंबरशिप. एज सिंपल एज
करेक्ट
दैट.
करेक्ट.
वो है ही नहीं कॉन्सेप्ट. ले
वन
लें.
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग.
थिंकिंग,
हाँ
don't think of 2 edge mile, 5 edge mile. If there is a use case, just go ahead and take it. My advice will be to you.
यार कितना होगा 20,000 पे, यानी कितने 10% वर्सेस 4% हो गया ना.
6% का पक्का पकड़
और
लो.
20% वर्सेस 8%.
Assuming that
इफ यू
हाँ
ट्रांसफर टू
कोटा खत्म नहीं हुआ
तो 12% का. हाँ तो 12% का हो गया ना, तो 2400 रुपीज. ओके एनीवे, तो एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग यूज केस बताता हूँ मैं. सो वन गाय पिंग्ड मी अ ईयर बैक, हमारी कम्युनिटी में से ही था, वेरी अर्ली यूजर. he said, sir, I had to buy Marriott gift cards and I was traveling. So what he did was he went to the hotel front desk and udhar they had these small cards, Marriott gift cards, which they stored in a shelf. Well, I want to buy those. So he said that these are not charged. They don't have any value in it. We can fill any value for you. तो 10 लाख रुपए का डलवा कराया. So I think there was some promo that was running for him, his account, and he if he spends a certain amount, I think he will get some bonus points or something. वो उसे 10 लाख रुपए के उसके अंदर points चलवा लिए, which normally you would not be able to do in India, because you have a restriction of I think 2 lakh rupees per transaction on gift cards. So that's how people do all these things. So he did this in Japan. So you never know when you buy uh, hotels are selling or not selling any specific memberships. Anyways, let's move to next question. Aditya again, responding to your comment on Accor China. I was able to use the free nights in Hong Kong just a few weeks ago. It does work in Hong Kong. So is it a recent change, Rushank, which you were talking about on
Yeah,
Hong
yeah. So
Kong and
Aditya, I'll tell
Macau?
you what it is in this. So you are right, you can use in Hong Kong, but provided you take a plan which includes all China. So when I said about China, उसमें ना कुछ plans जो mainland China के लिए है. So when you're taking membership, just ensure that you take a global China or all inclusive China plan in which you can use Hong Kong. If you end up taking a plan which includes only mainland China, then that time there can be an issue. So see accordingly when you're taking that, what it includes.
Okay, Funky Cha says, do the points expire? If so, when? 12 months for Accor, 24 months for Marriott, 18 months for Wyndham, and so on. So every uh, hotel plan has a different one. But these are soft expiries. So in case you earn more in between, so they will reinstate. They will extend the timeline by 12 months again. So let's say if I've used yesterday, so I will again have date time till 26th of November 2026, like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
the
We
questions
already crossed an
continue.
hour.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe another 10 minutes we'll close.
Yeah.
Okay. Any possibility of Biz Black without meeting ITR? Monthly GST payment of 50,000? नहीं भाई, भूल जाओ. अभी अभी they have become very strict and very selective
Yeah.
in whom they are offering and what they are offering.
Yep.
Okay. Chandra Prakash says hi, hi Abhishek and Rushank. Hi Chandra Prakash.
I
Saurabh says, why not use Axis Atlas for a core signature? तो वो तो बोला ना, any we can use Axis. हाँ,
Saurabh, if
we
you would have seen our episode at the start, we have taken Access
हाँ,
Atlas, Magnus Burgundy, if you're a AP, Travel One, and in fact, we have taken HDFC Infinia and DCB also. So we have taken 4 scenarios. Yes, definitely it makes sense to use Access Atlas अगर आपका 30,000 का कोटा कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ हो या फिर आपके नेक्स्ट ईयर के स्पेंड्स नहीं है. You collect points now, and on 1st Jan when the new year starts, you can transfer points and use that quota also. So definitely, it is a very good option.
yeah. Wanderlust Explorer 99 says how to transfer Lotus Miles to Accor. So I think we have already covered this on our
Yeah,
Lotus Mile video that we had done. Wanderlust suggests that you go to that video. You can search it on the channel and you will find the entire process to
yeah.
transfer.
If you're not getting, come back on this video. I'll reply to you.
Yeah, yeah. Vinay says your PPT is not clearly visible. Next time, please ensure to fix this. Thanks. Guys, did you face any challenge in seeing the PPT? I thought that it was visible in the PowerPoint mode, or if he maybe he was watching on phone, so it's a much
Maybe.
smaller screen.
Yeah.
Guys, so for the best experience, this is I think to be watched on a laptop, especially the live sessions are where we are doing some sort of discussions around too many points in an Excel calculation, because you will never be able to understand that on an Excel. You will have to pause
Yeah.
on a small screen. Okay. Chandraprakash says, since I'm not eligible for EPM, should I choose Times Black for vouchers and insurance payments to earn iShop rewards?
भाई कितना वाउचर
बताओ
खरीदोगे?
भाई.
फर्स्ट यू डिफाइन दैट चंद्र प्रकाश. इंश्योरेंस के लिए देयर आर अदर कार्ड्स आल्सो. टाटा न्यू इज देयर, एसबीआई फोन पे सिलेक्ट ब्लैक. SBI phone pay select black gives net 8.8%, Tata new gives 5%. So those are cards you can opt. SBI cashback card also you can take, you get 5%. So you'll have to define how much voucher you are gonna buy, because on all the vouchers there are limit. Like I use EPM, I see the kind of struggle I have every month if I want to purchase vouchers through iShop. So you will have to do cost benefit analysis that I'm paying some 24,000 rupees fees. Uske samne how much I'm getting the benefit. If you're not getting that answer because if you don't have those kind of spends, then it doesn't make sense to go for Times Black. However, you think, okay, I'll exhaust entire limit of 1,20,000 every month. I'll buy whatever vouchers are available and use it for insurance or purpose also. Then you take this card. So sit down and see what kind of vouchers you will buy and what benefit you get.
टाइम फ्लैग में एक और इशू है ना, तो उसके सारे बेनिफिट निकालने के लिए, क्योंकि इसकी कॉस्ट रिकवर करने के लिए तुम्हें सारे बेनिफिट करने पड़ते हैं, वो हेलीकॉप्टर, वो टैक्सी राइड होता है ना, वो वीजा, वो यू शुड बी अवेयर कि क्या क्या होगा.
हाँ, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है पीपल आर फोकसिंग ऑन द लाइफस्टाइल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ विद दिस कार्ड, लाइक इवेंट्स हो गया, वो पूमा का वाउचर आ गया एंड हेयर कट फ्री एंड ऑल. सी दोज आर गुड थिंग्स डेफिनेटली, बट prima facie you have to see whenever evaluating any card what kind of fees you're paying, what kind of a return you can make, then you add up all the benefits you get. ठीक है, उसके पहले ये मैथ कर लो, बाकी जो मिला वो तो अच्छा ही है ना, but don't calculate the benefits with the fees. ठीक है, okay, I'm getting free haircut, bag, puma, etc. and can justify fees. नहीं, it shouldn't work that way. You should evaluate because that is a one-time thing. You don't know whether it will come second year or not. And basis of that experience you may continue taking this card, and then it doesn't come, then you will lose out next year. See, bank companies are also they also understand how to make money, but nobody is giving free lunches. So first evaluate on the part on the only preposition on the returns term.
Okay, I think एक बड़ा interesting था वो Truefit and Hill जब they were offering those free haircuts ना just after COVID. तो पीपल वर जस्ट लेफ्ट राइट एंड सेंटर, अरे हमने 2,500 का वाउचर यूज किया और ये करा एंड ऑल दैट.
एमएक्स प्लैट
उसमें हाँ प्लैट नहीं, आई थिंक दे वर इवन गिव इट फॉर गोल्ड चार्ज, नॉट ओनली प्लैट चार्ज, गोल्ड चार्ज में मिल रहा था. गोल्ड चार्ज तो हर एक के पास हुआ करता था उस टाइम. तो इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग व्हिच आई गॉट टू नो वाज कि Truefit and Hill had to show their global management to not close the stores which are there in India. So they wanted to tell that people are coming. And they after COVID they wanted to close the stores because these knives were also being paid good salaries, etc. So basically they wanted to ensure that the stores remain open and they wanted to show that the footfall was happening. That's why they rolled out this offer. And because of the marketing में तो consolidated expense हो जाता है ना, they don't get to see कि हाँ कितना Amex को दिया and all that. So this was like a driving kind of a business driving kind of a decision that the chain did. But yeah, so it's the same story, right? If you're not going to Truefit and Hill every month for your haircut anyways, तब तो ठीक है यार. But otherwise, if it is not, then it doesn't make sense that you go and take such an expensive card.
I'll tell you one interesting story, Abhishek. So there's ये आपको पता होगा ना, famous haircut barber हाकिम
जावेद हबीब. अच्छा, हाँ
हाकिम. सो है ना, मैं कुछ साल पहले वहां गया, बोला चलो यार जाते हैं, देखते हैं कैसे बाल काटते आया था, कुछ अच्छा स्टाइलिंग वाइलिंग करते हैं, बड़ा अच्छी लुक्स हो. But I'm talking about 5 years ago. I went to that place. I had worst experience. I realized जो बाल काटने वाला है इतने गंदे बाल काट के आया, and then I realized कि आप कितनी भी फैंसी जगह पे चले जाओ बाल काटने वाले को, वो उसके हिसाब से ही काटने वाला है और आप कभी खुश नहीं रहने वाले. So you accept the fact that you go to one place consistently ताकि वो थोड़ा improve होगा, या you adjust to that, or if you try something new, go with the worst case scenario.
अरे इसमें बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग होती है, यानी स्पेशली इन द इफ यू सी ओल्डर यूएस मूवीज ना, हॉलीवुड मूवीज, you will see these big salons. They will have the main shop and then you will have a back door where there is, let's say, the old owner of the shop who still cuts hair. They sit and there will be specific clients who want to remain very private, let's say mafias or big businessmen, etc. They will go inside. The rest everybody will be outside. So I think maybe, I don't know if any of these chains actually also have this kind of a setup. Anyways, so Mithila says, are income tax payments excluded in HSBC Premier? Up to 1 lakh, you will get points. After that, you won't. Simple.
So, Mithil, I think what you are referring, maybe, as I understand, you would have tried a transaction, you did not get points. So, abhi with HSBC, what they have done, they have consolidated many categories, like jewelry purchase हो गया, और rent या फिर rental transactions हो गया. उसकी सबकी लिमिट है ना 1 लाख तक है। अगर आपने मंथ में 4-5 ट्रांजेक्शन किए होंगे इंक्लूडिंग टैक्स पेमेंट, and you suddenly you realize you just got only 3,000 points and you are thinking that you did not get income tax points, it is mainly because of this. Otherwise it is not excluded category, you can pay, but uski limit 3,000 hai per month till 1 lakh spends.
Yeah, so it's like ATC. ATC of income tax.
Yeah,
सब कुछ वही 1.5 लाख में आएगा. Okay.
yeah,
अच्छा, मैं यही चीज बॉब इटर्ना में भी होती है ना. आई फॉरगॉट बिकॉज आई हार्डली यूज दैट कार्ड. मैंने भी अभी वो अक्टूबर मंथ में ना कुछ परचेजेस करे थे, कुछ ऑफर आया था, तो इट वेंट बियॉन्ड दैट 5,000 पॉइंट्स. तो मेरे को भी लगा यार पॉइंट्स कम आए, क्यों आया. देन आई चेक्ड बैक ऑल द टीएनसी एंड आई रियलाइज यानी दैट्स द थिंग. सो आई आल्सो लॉस्ट सम पॉइंट्स देयर. Bharat Bhushan says, sir, I want to travel to Japan. Ana versus JAL, tax plus fees plus charges. Which is a better airline?
एना का देख लो भारत भूषण, जब ऑफर आता है दैट टाइम whenever there is a offer, no, keep an eye on that. But if you are having some plans and you want to book now, then you'll have to see. I think JAL is better in terms of fees and taxes, if I remember correctly. And but ANA ka offers are like super amazing. You can get return ticket for 80,000 for 2 people with 1 stopover and all. And if you had recently seen our video where we had shown you can book for 25,000 rupees return ticket for 1 person. So for 2 people it can be 50,000. So ANA is good whenever there is a good discount. उनका ऑफर आता रहता है, हर 2 महीने में आता है. So सबको जापान बुला रहे हैं वो लोग, और 30 दिन में वीजा भी आ जाता है यार. चलो जापान.
30 दिन में नहीं, 3 दिन में, 3-4 दिन में आ जाता है.
3-4 दिन में आ जाता है. मेरे को पहले क्यों ऐसा लगा 30 डेज. ठीक है,
नहीं नहीं,
चलो बढ़िया है.
रिलेटिवली इजियर है, रिलेटिवली इजियर है. बट या आई थिंक दिल्ली से तो डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट है, आई थिंक बैंगलोर से भी डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट है. सो कपल ऑफ ऑप्शंस आर देयर. ओके, जल्दी जल्दी करते हैं यार, 2 क्वेश्चन और लेते हैं. ओके, आई थिंक दिस इज निखिल पिंटो. एक्विटास पावर माइल्स बताऊं भाई, बताना है कुछ?
बताइए बख्शी जी, आपने लिया है?
हाँ, yes. So I have taken Equitas Power Miles some time back, and it's a very interesting card. You get 3% on all expenses. Partners are defined, but partner transfer has not yet been enacted. App बहुत बेकार है. I have an account also now with them, so I was trying to access the account. It is a pain, and most of the features on the app don't work. It says coming soon. उसे अगर आप click करोगे तो that's a fair assumption. But if you do on Forex, you get 9% rewards, 3x into spends, and you also have to pay 2%. So eventually 7% के करीब you will get. Also, one interesting thing is their tiering benefit. So they have a tier plan. Now this is where I am also struggling. I have reached out to their product team to understand how it works. What they do is they say if you spend 1 lakh each in a month, in 3 months, subsequent quarter you will be given a diamond tier, and then you will get some extra vouchers. Let's say Book My Show, Amazon. You will also get an annual voucher for a flight up to 3,000 rupees, annual hotel voucher 3,500 rupees. This is over and above the stated 3%. तो अगर सब कुछ मिलाएंगे ना, अगर लेट्स से यू डू 1 लाख एवरी मंथ रिलीजियसली, जैसे एमेक्स को लोग 4 ट्रांजैक्शन करते हैं, and you do 12 lakh on this card, and you assume कि ठीक है इसी कार्ड को यूज करेंगे, तो then you can get good value somewhere. I'm assuming between 3 to 4% on an overall, even if you are not doing a forex bet, which is a good ratio considering it only has a 5,000 rupee fee versus Infinia and all those things. The only downside is they will ask you to open a bank account for now. That's how their system is designed. Some people did get it without a bank account, but that does not work. So just wait for a while. I will do a full review because I have the card with me, and I have also spent 1 lakh plus in this month on that card just to test. So once I get the points, etc., what is the experience, that I will do a detailed video. Okay. Last 2 questions, Rushank, and then we'll ask the people to.
Actually, a lot of questions are there. I was thinking we'll take it on next 10 minutes, max 10. What say, Abhishek?
Okay, ठीक है, चलो ठीक है, डन. एक घंटा 20 तो हो ही गया है.
फटाफट रैपिड फायर करते हैं. We'll try to answer
Harbir says, have Atlas, MRCC, Regalia and Scapia. I am contemplating between the upgrade for Regalia to Gold or Platinum Travel card. Platinum Travel, as and when it comes, you should take regardless. Okay, Regalia Gold, if you're getting, you should, because Regalia first, I don't recall, had a very good reward ratio
Yeah.
compared to old Regalia or Regalia Gold. So you should move towards those cards,
Yeah.
and you should take both if possible. Dump Social says I'm not getting pre-approval of SBI cashback. Only Simply Save. I have a Simply Click with 2.3 lakh limit. Can I apply for cashback card? यार cashback, I don't know, SBI is acting very pricey anyways. मुझे भी नहीं मिला. And a lot of people I know who have much better cards, they also don't get. So just forget that. Try for the phone pay card if you can get, or if somebody in your family can get, if it's not you. I've seen people even with lower ITR get it. So just they should not have too many cards. I think that is the bigger thing.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. In fact, recently I told my brother to apply this card. He did not have any SBI card. फट से approve हो गया यार, KYC KYC सब हो गया. So what Abhishek is
अच्छा
saying is
cashback हो गया.
हाँ हो गया उसका approve. Yeah.
Wow.
इसको टैक्स पे करना है. So मैंने बोला he is not getting Biz Black. So I tried getting Biz Black for him, which couldn't work out. So I told, why don't you apply this?
तो मेरे केस में यही हो ना, मैंने जब एसबीआई कैशबैक बट रहा था कार्ड लास्ट ईयर,
हाँ.
तब मैंने कहा यार कौन लेगा, छोड़ो यार, ये अपने पास तो बरगंडी इन्फिनिया है, ये सब क्या करेंगे. तो दैट्स द पॉइंट, राइट. तो जब जो कार्ड आता है मिल रहा है ना, तो चुपचाप ले लो,
चुपचाप
rather
ले
than
लेने का.
अच्छा हम बाद में करेंगे all that. Nikita
Yeah.
says I need to travel from Mumbai to Bangalore frequently. I have a Tata New Infinity, SBI Elite and ICICI Rubix. Which card should I use or get some other card? Nikita, दो advice दूंगा. First, you get the Scapia card. अगर if you are traveling more than 2 to 3 times in a month, then you will get free airport shopping every flight. Right, so take
Yeah.
that. I have used that extensively, and then you can use your points to book your flights also, whatever points you earn. Secondly, you should definitely consider travel card. Now, which travel card? At this point of time, I would suggest HSBC Travel One, because if you're
Yeah.
doing too many flights and these are revenue flights, you can use to get more points on the Travel One card. Access Atlas you are not able to get, so I'll suggest Travel One card. But these two cards you should definitely have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So we
dump
have
social
8
we have
minutes. Let's move
covered.
fast. We have answered
Biz
this.
Black FD पे मिलेगा. I think we have done. I don't know. Repeat, man. Planning a trip to Sri Lanka. Watch the Sri Lanka video that we have done. There are a couple of great hotels on Marriott, and you can use that.
Yeah. There's one entire
Value
video.
wise, you
You
will.
can see it.
Yeah. Value wise, I think you can get good value. Almost
Yeah.
90 paisa to
अभी
1
तक
rupee.
Accor नहीं है.
Especially
मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ कब Accor आएगा श्रीलंका में. जिस दिन
they are
Accor आ गया.
they are building it. Building
Yeah.
it.
जिस दिन आ गया ना, सब जनता वहीं जाने वाली है.
Sri Lanka. Shobit says, okay, I have flat travel and Atlas. Does Mayura makes any sense? I used to buy APay vouchers without any additional charges. There are no transfer partners for now.
मयूरा का
For
पर्पस
Mayura.
क्या है? You'll have to define. Only purpose is to
I
have
think
another
vouchers.
card.
Voucher. नहीं vouchers.
वाउचर के लिए तो बहुत अच्छे कार्ड है. SBI फोन पे सिलेक्ट ब्लैक ले लो यार, 5% डायरेक्ट मिल जाएगा ऑनलाइन परचेसेस पे. Explore that
Yeah.
card. Mayura will give you only 3.3%. 3%, not even 3.3% reward rate है उसका. So
Yeah.
it will not make sense so just to go for Mayura for that purpose. There are other cards which gives 5%, like Tata Neo हो गया, SBI फोन पे हो गया, SBI cashback हो गया. These are better cards. And if you're thinking to book flights, hotels from Mayura angle point of view, then HSBC Travel One becomes a very good card. Actually, IDFC Mayura के साथ बहुत बुरा हुआ. ताम झाम, fun and fair, they launched the card, and within 3 months, HSBC just killed them with their reward accelerator program. So hence you're not hearing a lot about Mayura. Otherwise, it was a fantastic card. What they brought in with preposition, what they had shown to everyone. I myself got the card. Now I don't use it because Baki cards in the game. I have HSBC Premier, so I use that if I want to book revenue ticket on flights and hotels. बाकी तो पॉइंट है.
Rushank is very sad about the IDFC Mayura card. कि इतना अच्छा कार्ड लिया था मैंने, वो बेकार हो गया.
अरे अच्छा, मतलब कार्ड की डिजाइन अच्छी थी, सब अच्छा था ना, मजा आ गया था यार.
Okay, GVD Prasanna
Okay.
says, I recently received my Access Airtel card around 2 months ago. Now, when I try to apply for Horizon, the system is not allowing me three cards.
Three
I think
months.
three cards,
3 months.
3 months.
3 months between two cards.
Correct. Okay, Harnik says, rumors around Infinia devaluation, EPM eligibility increased to 5 lakh, 5 lakhs are both news true. देखो rumors है ना तो we can't accept or deny those rumors. Let the bank come out with official announcements that they are doing this. Uh, Even if they do, you don't have any power to change that. You will not take out a morcha or something. So these are some things that you have to live with. As for banks TNC, you will have 30 days to take action. Those time pe you should take action, and also you should earn and burn points. So just do that.
EPM का हो गया अभिषेक. I just had a conversation yesterday with my RM. He सामने से told me
हाँ
now new eligibility is 5 lakhs. But he told me one more
हाँ
thing. If there is some strong case, जिन्होंने पहले ट्राई किया था कुछ अटक गया कोई रीजन से, they can still give a push. But he told me explicitly now it has become 5 lakhs. So obviously there's no documentation where we see, but RMs have been told for sure on EPM.
So they are also acting pricey like HDFC simply because I don't know how many people have those kind of ITRs. Okay, Rajat says my Atlas add-on got approved. Just now app is showing pop-up for another add-on. अच्छा मैं भी देखूंगा कॉल के
यार मेरे को भी
बाद.
देखना है कॉल खत्म करने के बाद.
Right. Okay.
So he answered
Planning a
this.
trip to ये आ गया हो गया.
हाँ.
Wagger House. Hi, Wagger House. If we get Biz Black as a floater to Infinia, how does the card fee waiver work? Fee waiver works in the same way they have announced. So you have to spend, and then you will get the fee waiver. I think what
हाँ
90,000 or
बेस
1 lakh
बेस ब्लैक का
90.
तो मिल ही जाता है यार, कोई टेंशन नहीं है. इन्फिनिया का भी वही है.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nishank.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nishank.
Nikita Mehta. Oh, hi, Nishank. You should change the name of the ID that you log in from.
Damn
Damn
cool.
Cool says hi. Wagger says, can we recommend milestone or reward card for income tax payment other than Amex Travel and Biz Black? SBI
SBI
cashback.
cashback
ना?
वो ले लो.
हाँ.
अरे इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये है, someone paid GST on HDFC Marriott Bonvoy card, one of our WhatsApp subscriber. He got points on the milestone that some offer is currently running. I think 1 lakh ka payment pe get 5,000 Marriott points. So if you have that card, you can try exploring that also option.
Yeah, and I don't know if Ankit is here. Ankit, one of our subscribers, had pinged me asking this. I wasn't very sure, but the Ankit, you can also search for this message and check if this works for you because you ought to also had to pay GST.
Okay, so last few
Okay.
questions we should take.
Damcool says, what are the use cases of Brazil Explorer? भाई वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग देखना दोबारा से. शुरू में we have covered for 15-20 minutes in detail
Uh,
about this entire piece, but the main use cases, one is that you get status points for next year, and the other one is you get cheaper points, almost 1.1 rupee kind of point, which in the market retail, which is the right price is face value is 2 rupees. Abhinav Srivastava says, I'm trying a family trip to Dubai. Can you guys help me in planning? I have 100k Amex points, 50k points in Accor through various cards. Abhinav, we had done a video on Dubai hotels. Just have a look at that video. It's a short, Rushank, or it's a big video, right? That we had done on the India Pakistan series that time on Dubai.
hello.
Hello, Rushank, can you hear me? I think. Hello. Okay, so Abhinav, you can just go. I'll try to post the link in the chat as well after the video, and you can just see that video. It might give you some ideas on hotels. Airlines, I will still suggest that you go ahead with revenue because revenue itself is not that expensive. Harnik says, when does EPM and Base Black and Accor and Merit points expire? Accor is 1 year soft expiry, Marriott is 2 years soft expiry, Biz Black is 3 years. Sorry, Biz Black is 2 years, and EPM is also 2 years. And these are hard expiry, so you have to use the points. Damn cool says best way to go to do a trip to Thailand and Vietnam. Rushank, I don't know if he can hear us. Rushank, can you hear us?
Yeah, Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I'm
I can hear
facing
you.
some trouble. I think I'm facing some trouble.
Okay, no problem. So,
Okay.
damn cool. I suggest
Uh,
that Rushank, are you able to hear
I'm
me
facing some trouble, I
now?
think, with my speaker.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
able to hear
So,
properly.
let's do one thing, and then we'll wrap up the call. It's already 1.5 hours. And
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
cool and other
Now I'm
guys,
able to hear
please
you.
go ahead and put your questions on the chat, and we'll try to answer the questions after the
Yeah.
call. Great, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for this live session. And we'll catch up with you very soon with a new video. Till then, keep swiping, keep saving. Bye bye. Have a good night.